Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, and have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yep, here we go. Welcome to Tuesday. Kind of picking up where we left off yesterday about the sex dungeons. Getting a few more of the details about that.
Yes, do tell.
It is Jess and her wife. They belong to one in Allentown. It's basically where they are going. It's a private home turned into a club, 3 floors. The basement has 4 separate spaces with various types of toys and things to use. The people there are all really down to earth. There is not just a random fucking going on. There's different things that can be going on. Same thing with the main floor. Bathroom and kitchen are off limits. That's a good call. I don't know, though. What if you got to go to the bathroom? The kitchen I get. Be spraying nothing on my Frosted Flakes. 3rd floor has 3 private rooms. You can either close the door for complete privacy or keep open, and others can stop in and watch. We do not have other partners as we aren't swingers. We are kinky and usually just do this in our private home. Lately, we have branched out.
Huh.
Okay.
Fascinating.
There you go. So if you have any more details, give me a call. I tried calling in yesterday, but your phone sucked. Yes, we know.
So is this house like in a regular residential neighborhood?
Well, sounds like you have more questions. We have to get her on the line. I don't know.
I mean, could someone in my neighborhood turn their house into a sex dungeon?
I guess you can do anything you want within your own, walls, I guess, to a certain level. I mean, now you can't turn your house into making meth. You can't do anything like that. It's illegal. But if you're talking about something with consenting adults and it's not like the neighborhood kids can look up in the windows and see this sex dungeon going on, I assume you could do whatever you want, right?
Do you have to pay money to go into it? Because then it's a business.
I don't know. Maybe we just need to get Denny's to get her on, because there's a lot of questions. I have no idea. It sounds like it was an invite only, and maybe it's just consenting adults that are wanting to come out and do it.
Fascinating.
There you go. So anyway, who knows? All righty.
Where's the bird?
I don't know. Where did he go? Is he around here? Saber's not here today?
He knows about the podcast, right?
I don't know. Is he here?
Where's your boy?
He ran off to take care of Chewy.
Oh, okay.
He didn't tell nobody?
I guess not. I've been in the back dealing with the traffic department.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. Just checking. Well, this is an interesting email here about the umpire that got fired. We were doing the call him outs yesterday on the show. Remember that umpire that was all creepy and acting weird?
Yes.
Somebody said, yeah, I was the one that had called out the umpire who was umping the Angels for Autism tournament this weekend. We had noticed the umpire acting weird, and we thought he was drunk or hungover. So 10 minutes into our game, the head ump came and stopped our game and fired the umpire right there on the field. He got several complaints from parents and coaches that apparently the umpire was walking up behind the girls on the field and was rubbing his groin while grunting and groaning.
What?
He said he had an itch, but it's from the 2 previous games and the day before that he had been getting complaints. Finally got back to the head ump, and they're like, "You're out of here, dude." Hey, actually, you're out of here.
What the hell?
Right.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't let that guy go without a swift kick to the ass.
Yeah, and the only thing I know, just when I was doing the sports show, I remembered, always looking for sports stuff. There was articles I had seen that was a lot of the area, whatever the sport might be, we're really having a hard time finding umpires.
Oh, so they've gone like third-tier choice guys.
I don't know, maybe. And so I just know sometimes when I go, and I've been in it, with a daughter that played softball and now a son that's playing baseball, that I just kind of looking around like going, some of these umpires are like, you're just like, all right.
Sketch.
Well, one dude like pulled up beside me the other night. I was at my son's game, and I'm like going, who's this cat? And I was kind of like just looking at this guy over, and I was like, all right, just a lot of things.
He looks like he's from the wrong side of the tracks.
Right. There's just a lot of sketchy things. And I was, sitting in the Jeep, so I was able to look kind of down into his car. I'm like, what kind of weird stuff's he got in there? And then he got out and put on his umpire gear. I'm like, oh, there we go.
Great.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
So, yeah, sometimes they get some real interesting characters doing these kind of things. So, speaking of which, Ashley from Vero said, hey, I was pondering something yesterday after hearing all the hate mail all you guys seem to get on a daily basis. You've been on the air for about 20 years and have hosted probably thousands of events. What has been your best, worst, and weirdest fan interaction? Okay.
Oh, let's see. Weirdest.
Every now and then, individually, you get somebody that comes up that's, pretty intriguing or interesting, and we're, always going to be like, wow, did you get to talk to that person? They had quite an interesting story, or we're just,
The time where we almost got, that guy got mad at Cocktails and Karaoke, and that was kind of a weird situation. We had a bunch we were taking pictures with people, and Kevin and I didn't sing a song he wanted us to sing, and
because it was a song that nobody knew, and it was sad.
It was real sad, and Kevin's like, I have never heard this song, and I knew it, but it was so next level depressed. It just wasn't going to be a good move, and we were out of time, and during the middle of us talking to some other people taking pictures, I thought I remembered like a rainmaker coming towards my head.
Yeah, no, I think the guy had taken a little bit of a swing. It's because he took it a personal slight. He was there. I think he had a loved one pass, and that was a song, and so he was drinking away his sorrows and wanted us to sing a tribute to them of this really slow, old, long song. I didn't
we don't even know.
And so when we got off the stage, he was very upset and was, letting us know that it was how disrespectful it was.
So he tried to punch Jaybird?
But it was complete opposite from the beginning of the night, where it was very jovial and friendly, and then that's why it was such a bizarre M. Night Shyamalan twist. I didn't expect it.
He turned on you
big time. But that, I guess that would be one of mine, because it was a fan, and it was very jovial at the beginning.
Yeah, so that's kind of it. You have, stuff like that is odd. So you have those kind of interactions. Probably to me, maybe the most like crazy was the whole wrestling fight we had where it got real. And I mean, that whole night was just chaotic. And that wasn't anything that we dealt with somebody as a listener. That was the snack pack was fighting with the wrestlers, and they got into a bus and took off into St. Patty's Day. And that was one of those ones where I'm like, oh, did that really happen?
I mean, the chick that came to my door and said, I'm taking you out to dinner, and I'm not taking no for an answer. That was kind of a weird interaction.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
We used to go back in the day when we went to the strip clubs, and we would invite all the strippers to come back and party with us. They would never do it, but we'd always say, oh, you guys should come party.
They would never do it?
One time they did. And that shit got weird.
What happened?
We showed up at their place.
It was weird.
Yeah, one of their places. It was,
on Village Boulevard.
Yeah.
In one of those apartments.
It was weird. It was really... It was dark.
It's dark.
So
it's real dark.
Yeah.
It wasn't the fun cherry pie warrant music playing in the background of the strip club. It was real.
So when I first got on the show, you had me do a bit where, and it didn't work out. It didn't air because it got weird, but it was with two strippers, and I think they might be the same strippers you're talking about.
It might be.
And I remember halfway through, I knew the bit wasn't going to work out because the girl kept on defending how crack wasn't that bad for you. And I was like, I don't think we're going to get this done today.
Yeah. And there was one that we really liked. She was so good and this and that.
And then I remember a week later, we tried to follow up on the bit because it didn't go well that day. And she was on the lam. She was gone. She had left the state. And had committed a crime, and it was on the lam.
Oh, yes. Where is she today?
The one that was defending crack. Not that, I'm not trying to judge, but holy shit, that was a rough Monday.
If you're defending crack, you got to know you're on the wrong side of the argument.
If you're defending crack, you're whack.
So, yeah, there's been some interesting interactions like that.
I mean, those are just off the top of the head. If I really think of it, there's been some weird fucking shit.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot of times it's very comical.
You got abducted one time by some listeners.
I did. I absolutely.
It started out great.
Yeah, I remember. I went on. This was a really weird night. We ended up. I was at some event. And then it was a bunch of people there, and I ended with this girl and this guy, and they kept on weird vibe going on.
Well, I mean, look at you.
So I end up. This is when I actually went out and did. It gets too fucking weird. You get burned. And we ended up at Rachel's, and I don't like strip clubs anyway, so I was clearly trying to hook up with this girl. I was in it. And something had happened where this guy started getting loaded, and everybody was kind of loaded. And I said something that he didn't like, and all of a sudden, in the middle of Rachel's, he stands up and punches me right in my ear, and then like right there, and I have this big ring in my. I fall over.
Whoa!
The bouncers come over. They pick me up. They throw me out because they just see an altercation going on. So we end up going out in the parking lot. Me and this guy started yelling at each other. The cops end up. It was a big thing. It was pretty. Ambulance was called. It was a thing. So yeah, that might have been the one. That might have been the weirdest. Because they were listeners of the show. That's how it started.
Wow. Let me see here. We got Alex saying, hey, so my wife and I go out on a date night once a week, and we're getting tired of our normal hangouts. I was wondering if I could get some ideas of new places to go check out.
Well, I hear Rosemary Square is a great place.
Very topical.
Well, the only thing is I'm not really sure, like, what area you live.
Yeah, just tell us your town.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you want to venture, look up new restaurants. Like, I know up by me in Tequesta, that Papi Chulo, that's the newest place we've got. That place is jamming.
It is. Tough to find a place to park there.
It is. It's a little tricky. The earlier you go, the better.
Yeah, they got like 10 parking spots.
There's always like 15 new restaurants popping up here and there and everywhere, though. The newest, hottest, freshest places are going to be probably the most jumping.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, my wife and I are always trying to find a new little place and go, check it out.
There's a new project going to be in Jupiter soon, that Love Street that everybody's talking about.
Where's that at?
So it's going to be over there in the Jetties, Utiki corridor.
Okay.
Across from Guanabanas, I think.
That whole area seems to be kind of kicking. The place where I did the PetSmart appearance, it looks like they've got a shit ton of restaurants, I believe, off of Donald Ross Road in that Jupiter area. It looks like that's going to be kind of hopping, too.
There you go. North County represent.
It really is.
Tequesta Mafia, where you at?
Yeah, give you a West Palm drop if you're in that area. The Dixie Boulevard area is really the antique row.
Oh, we love Dixie Bar and Grill.
Yeah, Dixie Bar and Grill is in there. Cholo Soy, that I go to a lot. They have amazing ceviche if you like that. That's what I do. And they got Fresh on tap, which is like my favorite beer. Civil Society, who does Fresh, actually just opened up another brewery in that area. And so
I love them in Abacoa.
Yeah, and they've got a whole bunch of places. Grottos is in there, and there's a lot of really cool places. And there is a new one. It's just one dude's first name. I can't remember. It's Tommy's or something like that. What's this guy's first name? But anyway, it's supposed to be some great chef and this and that. So it's one of those places that I think it's in the building that says Echo on it.
Emco?
Emco.
Yes.
It's in the Emco building, yeah.
I love that building. That's an art space. That's an art gallery.
Yeah.
And a restaurant and a party space. That is a fun building.
Yeah. And the Norton has totally revamped. If you've not gone in there yet, I hear it's amazing. And I haven't. I've never been in there ever in 20 years, but I hear that it's brand spanking new looking. It might be a good place to go if you and your wife are going out for a little dinner, and then go check out the Norton in that area.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And then go to Rosemary Square.
Yes. I guess that's today. It's called Rosemary Square,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
City Place.
Everything's changing. What's Lake Worth called now? Lake Worth Beach?
But I'm not sure if it's all of. Is there still a Lake Worth?
I thought there was.
Yeah, I think there's still a Lake Worth and then Lake Worth Beach, because Lake Worth goes pretty far west. So I mean, if you're,
is it just west of 95 is Lake Worth? And then
I don't know.
East of 95 is Lake Worth Beach?
I don't know where the breakdown is. Like, I go to Matthew's Brewery a good bit. Pop in there almost once a week. And,
I know you do.
Yeah. We saw some listeners in there the other day. I
Nice.
walked in, like, hey.
When you walk in, everyone go, hey, Kevin.
Look at
It's getting to that
Kevin.
point. That's ever starting to realize, maybe I come here too much.
I need a new bar.
That's when I think you found your place.
Hey, but when you're that way at 8 different bars.
Just leave there and go to AA meetings.
Right. But that's Lake Worth. But I don't know, considering, where it is, if that's Lake Worth Beach or not. So I'm not sure what the boundaries are.
Where's the new town line?
Honestly, I didn't know what the boundaries were before on Lake Worth. And
You're not
all
a
those-
good guy with boundaries.
Well, no, you know what? I'll blame it on the damn cities. That whole area is confusing. Lantana, Hypoluxo, Manalapan, Lake Worth, all that crap is like, I don't know, from street to street. And honestly, if you don't live there, I don't know how you would know. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm in the area of this. So, no clue. Yeah, and I remember even like Lake Worth, Vanilla Ice, he has a house that is like listed in Lake Worth, but I would put it in Wellington.
I would too. I know the house you speak of.
But it's not. It's in Lake Worth.
It's western Lake Worth, about as west as you can get before it feels like you're already in Wellington, but you're not.
Yeah. So there you go.
We always had that issue. Lake Park, Palm Beach Gardens. It was quite a turf war between Gardens and Lake Park.
Yeah.
There's North Palm in the middle.
They are so soft at North Palm. They're older. I lived in North Palm. I didn't like living in North Palm.
I loved North Palm.
Because you're old, though.
True.
Talking about restaurants, here's a tip from Brittany. If you're going to be in the area of Madrid anytime soon, you got to check out Cereal Hunters. It's all the kind of like stuff that you got, different variety of milks, no water options, sorry, Denny's, toppings, cereal milkshakes. I wanted to try a bowl, but my husband refused to let us eat American cereal on our first day in Spain. So if you're ever in Madrid, you can check out Cereal Hunters. It's American cereal. I assume it's American, right?
Yeah.
Is all cereal American?
I don't know, but speaking of food, my taste buds are back. You remember you promised me a party?
I did.
A grilled cheese party. There was talk of other things.
I didn't promise you a party. I promised you catering for the day. Ooh. So all you have to do is write up a menu, email it to me, and then pick your day that you want catered, and I will do it for you.
Tomorrow is on the table?
Tomorrow's tricky because I got
Virginia.
Well, I got fresh crawfish live coming in tomorrow, and I got to do something for Fork and Cork. How's about next week?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
That's so painful.
I got to focus on my Fork and Cork. I'm doing a demo.
Okay.
Oh,
a demo.
Bacon wrapped crawfish.
Easy for you to say.
I know, right? I tripped on it.
Here's some info about whoopie pies. Gene said, yes, if you love the whoopie pies, you got to order online from Wicked Whoopies. I don't know if it's supposed to be 2 O's or just one, but she has wickedwhoppies.com. They're in Maine. They have different flavors and are the best ever. A friend of mine orders a box every year at Christmas.
Whoopie pies.
Ooh, that sounds good. I had to go take care of Chewy before the podcast started, but when I was there, I grabbed my chocolate peanut butter pie that Oreo is come out with.
Dang.
Now, I don't know if they're new or not. I've never seen them before. I usually don't like Oreos that much. This is a good fucking cookie right here, and I think you guys need to try
All right,
it.
give me one.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for playing my game.
Damn, you ate almost the whole thing.
I had a big night.
And like 3 cookies left in here.
Kevin, you in?
I think I'm skipping today. Yeah, I did
Aw.
whoopie pie yesterday. I'm trying to get right back. I'm getting super focused
I mean,
again.
That's good.
Been
isn't that
unfocused.
good? It's only going to be 75 calories for you for one cookie.
Yeah,
70
wow. 75 a cookie.
Oh my god.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Is that a lot?
That is a lot. 75 a cookie?
I bought lemonade the other day. It was not that big of a bottle.
Like you have 4 cookies. You've had 300 calories?
No.
I'm not good at math, but that sounds right.
1, 2, 3. So I ate a sleeve and a half last night.
Oh my god.
So if let's just say we're low
How
ball.
many's in a sleeve? Do the math for you super fast.
Probably about 20.
No, hold on.
Yeah, tell us. I'll let you know real quick.
These are great.
7, 8, 9. It looks about.
It's a vanilla cookie with chocolate and peanut butter in the middle. So
Okay.
the cookie is vanilla, and then look what they've done in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Half chocolate, half peanut butter.
Yeah, so I had a sleeve and a half.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 in a sleeve. So I had 12 cookies.
Okay.
12 times 75.
900 calories.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And that was just my. Yeah, I'm getting fat again. I can feel it in my back. I gotta make an adjustment. Today might be my last day.
You need your taste buds to go out again.
Yeah, I hear you. So,
But you kind of ate anyway.
I was celebrating all weekend that I got them back, and I did. I went very bakery, sweet heavy over the weekend. It's like my soul needed it. I was yearning for it. I was aching.
Oh, there you go. You're definitely going to be
Well,
aching.
2 cookies. That's my lunch.
Yeah.
I can't eat again until dinner.
Yeah, okay.
crazy.
Yeah, serving size 2 cookies, 140 calories per serving. Shit.
Okay, yeah, 70 per calorie.
Guys, that's why you don't read the numbers, because it just depresses you. Just
Yeah.
live your life and be free, y'all.
That's right. Dang. Okay. Let me see here. Here's another scary story in a different way. Wayne said, Jaybird, I heard you talking about restaurants spraying a special chemical on lettuce to keep it fresh. I don't know if that is true, but there's something you and Denny's probably don't want to hear. I work in a grocery store, and there's a lot of crazy and gross stuff that happens before items ever reach the shelves. When it comes to things like lettuce, fruits, and vegetables, we constantly have to clean them off because they're covered in a serious amount of spiders. This happens all the time. These spiders are huge and furry, and like I said, it happens all the time. If you're eating fruits or vegetables from the grocery store, just know they were realistically covered in a big, gross-looking spider. Sorry if it freaks out Denny's. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like brown recluse. A lot of times those spiders will be in
Banana boxes and stuff.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
I've seen that too. My girlfriend got a whole box of bananas and she put it on her porch. And when she dropped it and it kind of hit the cement, she said like 6 spiders just crawled out like spider scatter.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about in the grocery store industry that would freak you out. Again, another person sent me an email about how, dude, make sure you always wash your cans. Wash your cans. They are.
You mean your tits?
I do. I wash my cans every night.
Yeah, that's right.
Wash them titties.
Soapy soap.
Yeah, but seriously, wash your cans. I guess it's just the most unlawful things happen. Rat piss, shit, just bowl life, just everything.
Human shit.
Who knows?
Melissa had sent in this email. I think these are going to Jaybird. I'm not sure why, but please tell Virginia to put her tongue back in her mouth when she's taking pictures. It looks sleazy and tacky. Now she's got Magnolia doing it.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
people are sending me complaint emails about you. Stop.
I like to get silly in my pictures. Maybe you should loosen up.
Call her a name.
Tell them they're not the Kardashians, even though Virginia's trying to be like the local Kardashians. Pathetic. Okay, rant over.
I'm just trying to be me, bitch. Why don't you go be you?
Dang, I think she is. She's calling your ass out.
I'm not calling you out. I'll let you live. I'm letting you be whatever you want to be.
Be what you want to be.
I want you to be happy in your life, which you're obviously not, you old crusty bitch.
Crusty bitch.
Sometimes, my tongue comes out. I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm. All right. There's an interesting text that came in here. Somebody had said, damn it, I had dated a stripper for 4 years, but I broke up with her about a year ago. And when you bring up sex clubs and strip clubs, I got to mute you, LOL. I even live with her. Also dropped her off to have sex with a guy while I waited by a nearby bar until she was done.
Oh, my gosh.
She made $500.
That is dark and disturbing and sad.
I played baseball with a guy who dated a stripper, and it was not a good ride for him.
He's dating a hooker. You drop your girlfriend off to have sex with another dude, and you got to go sit at the bar and drink while she's making $500?
Yeah, well, you're a prostitute at that point.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah,
No.
and not even a stripper at that point. Yeah, if you're having sex for cash, then yeah, you're dating
you've
not a
stepped
you're
it
not
up.
dating a stripper. You're dating a hooker.
Right.
Yeah, I thought she was a quote good stripper, but there are no good strippers. And when I asked if I don't want you to do that again, would you? She said yes, she would. At that time, we were engaged.
Oh.
amazingly and shockingly, it did not work out.
Yeah, the guy that I knew, he had his heart broken like 3 different times. She cheated on him so many times, and he kept going back with her, and he didn't have a lot of self-esteem, so he kept going with her, and we're like, dude, don't you just be alone, just be on your own.
Nothing is worth going through that. I'm sorry. I know she's hot. I know she's got the moves, but you got to have more self-respect than to drop her off to go sleep with another guy while you wait for her at the bar.
Well, it sounds like they're not together anymore through that email, right?
Right,
not
yeah.
anymore. Yeah, as he said every time we talk about it, but
I'm sorry.
that's just tough. Yeah, I would not be able to do that.
None of us deserve that. You should not be in a relationship with somebody who has you dropping them off to go bone somebody for money.
Well, I mean, there's no way at that point to be like, hey, so you will go home and have sex? What? No, I just did.
I'm going to go ahead and drop you off, and then that's the last time I'm going to see you.
Wow. Oof, that's just tough. Boy, when you think you got a story, huh?
You're right.
Just wait to see what other people are going through. That ain't nothing, man. Man, oh, man. That's crazy.
I'm sorry that I missed the sex dungeon talk at the top of the podcast.
Well, they called in. They wrote in from Pennsylvania to talk about that 3-story sex house.
Yeah, It was hot.
My question was, do you pay to go in, or is it just a, hey, show up at our
like it was
sex
an
house?
invite. Yeah, it
That's
sounded
a
like
good
it was just like,
question.
hey, we're consenting adults, and everybody's going to be banging ass. You want to come over and take a peek?
Yeah, and at those kind of places, you're putting on a party in a sense. Do you have hors d'oeuvres for something like that, or is it strictly no food allowed? This is just a fuck fest.
Some people play Jenga, other people bang.
Yeah, but at Jenga, you have hors d'oeuvres usually. Is this just a pure on carnal? We're not doing a lot of talking.
I'm not doing the I'm not doing the ranch dip.
Oh, there's a hair in that dip.
Yeah, I've eaten at a couple strip clubs, and it's not the funnest.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
The worst is the buffet that's really close to where they're dancing.
But there is one
Yeah.
buffet that's real. Rachel's has a good buffet.
Rachel's has a great meal.
They do. They have great potatoes.
Yeah, I mean,
But the place I'm talking about, we ended up at this strip club, and it was not a great strip club. And me and this guy that we know, I'm eating the soggiest rice covered in ranch dressing, and it's so gross. And then all these girls are dancing. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
That is gross.
This is sad and weird.
have you ever been in the VIP area at Monroe's?
No.
So they have like a upscale steakhouse restaurant, but it's kind of like when you go in and you go to the right. I know
Yeah.
you guys know what I'm talking about. You go all the way down to the end. They've turned that far side to the right into a VIP area. And
Okay.
it is a magnificent restaurant.
Okay.
They have
Yeah.
great food.
Yeah.
And a private bartender and a private dancer.
Yeah, no, I've heard great things about the steaks and the food there.
If you're like a VIP, you know what they give you? Like a special, like a membership card, and you can drive around the back, and they have a back entrance where you just go in
Oh,
that
yeah.
special VIP area.
okay.
You have like this special card, and then you just, boom, go right back out that same way. No one even sees you come in the front.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Man, oh, man.
Very fancy.
Boy, the stripper game's really picked up here since my heyday.
When's the last time you've been to a strip club, Kev? The 90s?
I went for Christmas.
Yeah, but you actually like strip clubs. I don't think me and Kevin like them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a specific. I think I was at a radio convention in New Orleans. That was maybe 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Something
that
like
long?
that. Yeah, 12 years ago. Yeah, it's been a very long time. I mean, my when I was going to him, it was about 20 years ago.
Yeah, I don't want people to think I have anything against them because I don't have anything against them whatsoever. It's just not my scene is all. Every time I've been to a strip club, something dramatic happens.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's just whatever.
Every
your
time
jam
you
is.
go out, something dramatic
no,
happens.
You know
That's
what?
true.
I went actually not too long ago. I was at it was at Double D's.
Oh,
When they had,
that's right.
I did pop in there.
That's right.
And I felt very awkward. I don't know what it is. I feel very awkward in those places. So we went, and I was there to introduce somebody to somebody else. It's kind of like a meeting kind of thing, and then I was there a little bit, and it was just, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable. I'm just kind of feel like I got a, itchy sweater, and I was like, I was there about maybe an hour.
I love to go, but I need to have a few cocktails before I go. I cannot walk into the strip club stone cold sober.
Yeah.
I got to be a little like loosey-goosey.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing too, I always went with guys who thought they were going to be picking up the strippers, and I knew nobody was, and you're just watching all your buddies. I think you're so beautiful. Like, motherfucker, I know how much you make. You're not, she doesn't like you.
You should come with me to Monroe's. I'm going to Monroe's this weekend. I'm going to do an instructional tutorial video with some dancers on how to eat crawfish.
Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to, all right. Okay. I'm trying to think if that would be sexy or not. Crawfish is so gross. Like the sucking the brain.
Yeah.
Why is it gotta be crawfish?
It's crazy.
It's crawfish season, and we're about to do a crawfish festival. Everything is crawfish. Between now and next Saturday, I'm going to be very crawfishy.
That would be on my top, top 5 list of worst things for me to eat. Crawfish head with the brain shit. That is the worst. You eat a lot of gross things. To me, that's the grossest.
All right, I'll take that.
You're drinking brains.
Technically, it's the hepapancreas, but yeah, it's brains.
You know what's crazy is my daughter and my family's now gotten into these videos of people eating. And are they the mukbang videos? Is that what it's called? Mukbang?
They just sit there and eat regular?
Yeah.
Do they talk and interact? Or they just
my
eat?
daughter has one. She's pretty funny. She's like going, I got the crawfish today. And she's got this whole thing. So my daughter's like, oh, she's the funniest thing ever. So she's like sitting there, the big old boy. And it's just like, oh, I'm like, I can't do it.
Cajun people are hilarious.
Yeah, she's definitely a spirited one on top of it. But yeah, some people, they just sit down with a big old bowl of food. And I was at the gym. There's this chick that does social media stuff. She's like, yeah, I also do mukbang videos. I'm going, hey, that's your own thing. She's like, no, it's not dirty. It's like I eat food in front of the camera. I'm like, really? And I went and just check it out.
Did you look at her videos?
Yeah, I did. I watched her videos. It was just normal. It was like her there with like a bowl of.
How many views?
Crazy amounts.
Really?
Crazy amounts. Yeah, she's a local chick. I mean, yeah, she was probably like 45,000 views, something like that.
I can make you a mukbang video of me eating crawfish.
I was going to say, if me and Denny's made a mukbang video, what kind of direction and suggestions would you give us to make it good?
Well, it's got to be, I think a lot of times it's interesting food. It seems like the food itself, the bowl they have, it's something that's colorful. It's something that kind of pops visually.
Okay.
So I think that's part of it. In fact, I do see a lot of like crawfish. Like they'll go in and they'll be pulling crab claws out, cracking them, and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of activity and motion that happens with it. It's not like they're eating chicken nuggets. That's the one thing I've seen and noticed.
We should all make our own mukbang video and then see who gets the most views.
I'll make a mukbang video. Don't threaten me with a good time.
With your Oreos?
I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably have a lot of options.
Whoopie pies?
Oh, whoopie pies, real pies, pies galore, as my aunt would say.
Yeah.
What would you do, Kevin?
I'd just do one of my boring meals.
Some bullshit.
Vegetables.
He get 2 views.
Hey guys, I'm eating a carrot. It's really orange.
Hey, look, I got green pepper slices.
Oh, fuck. Thumbs down.
Right. It'd be the worst ever, yeah. It'd be the worst mukbang video ever.
Suck bang.
Yeah, I would get no views. I wouldn't even watch it. One thing I wanted to talk about, we've been giving you updates about your buddy Bigfoot and the kidney that you had donated to him and exactly where we were status. And I guess over the weekend you'd gotten an update on exactly how it's going because you'd had to go in for some tests to see how the kidney was holding up and what the latest was on it.
He is losing my kidney, unfortunately. He's down like 10% on my kidney, and we're going to be trying to be doing a fundraiser for some of the funds going on, and he's still trying to find a kidney donor. There are people who are taking tests currently. They're going through the process that I went through.
Okay.
But, yeah, unfortunately, we only got 8 years out of my kidney, and sometimes that just happens.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason for it.
Do they have an average span?
It's anywhere from, I mean, you got to say 8 8 years to 20 years. Some people have it for up to 20 years. Yeah. So we knew eventually this was going to happen. We just didn't think it was going to happen so soon.
Is he on dialysis now?
So they wanted to put him on dialysis, and he does not want to go on that. So that's why we're trying to find him another kidney here.
Gotcha.
So we'll keep you updated. I know there's going to be a fundraiser going on. I know we're getting a snack pack together to do some shows, just to, have fun and try to put a light spin to everything.
Well, let us know whatever we can do.
I will absolutely do that. I'll absolutely do that.
Okay. All right, there we go. Any questions, anything you want to throw at us, you can send us those emails. mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Thank you to Buds, right?
Thank you to Bud Chicken and Seafood. We love you. You son of a biscuits. You guys are awesome. Try the bird sauce. That's what I need to do, a little muck video with the bird sauce.
Yes, there's your muck video.
Do I do it as David Lee Roth or Lana? I can't be me.
Who's going to be less offensive?
I don't.
They're both pretty bad.
They really are. They're both animals.
Could you do a costume where you're half and half, and then you start doing a weird thing where you're talking for a second, you flip around, talking one voice.
You try to blow the guy at the table next to you, and then you're like, rock and roll.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot to take in.
Okay. All right, something to look at. All right. Well, y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.